Okay, so before you are about to look at the video on bubble sorts, I thought I would explain a little bit about how we sort data, but actually the structure that we use. Because when you watch the video, you will see these sorts of numbers, which perhaps don't make any sense because we've never talked about this in computer science before. So that's why I'm going to quickly go through it. So as I've written there, an array or a list, so there's two words there, array and list, they mean the same thing, an array or a list. It's all you need to worry about, they mean the same thing, but we could use either word. So an array or a list is a data structure used in computer science to store more than one item under one variable. So it's important for me to explain to you that actually an array or a list, if we use the word list, that's an easy word for us to understand. So I have a list of values here. And annoyingly, we would normally start our list at perhaps number 1, wouldn't we? You know, the first item on the list. Well, in computer science, we don't. We always start, the first item in the list is actually 0. So 0 has a value to us in computer science, which is very different from things you've done before, but it's important that you know that for computer science. So the array at value 0 is actually storing the 4 of diamonds, okay? So array, A standing for array square brackets, 0 is actually the 4 of diamonds. Now, in computer science, we would always have square brackets. And we always have square brackets to denote an array or a list. So whenever you see square brackets, it's always meaning an array or a list, okay? So at A, open square brackets, 4 close square brackets, is actually the 2 of diamonds, okay? So if I was to write this array, I'm just going to insert a text box and show you how I would write it. So if I was in a classroom and I'm writing this, then my array, I'm going to just change that to a little a because of course variables have to be accurate. So the first one, I'm going to put 4D, 4 diamonds. The next one is 6D, the 6 of diamonds. The next one is 8D, the 8 of diamonds, and so on. So the values in my array, are stored in between each comma. Now, if I was to finish this off, and tag all they're in, and the last one is AD, I'm going to give that a capital, I think, from my ace of diamonds, or I'll call it 1 of diamonds, 1D. Let's put the comma beforehand, 1D, because that's the end of my array here. So imagine I put all those values in. The last thing I must put into my list or my array is some square brackets. So I can store more than one item under one variable. When I see square brackets in computer science, I know I'm dealing with an array, sometimes it's called a list as well, and I can store more than one item. Remembering that A4 stores the 2 diamonds. It's actually the 5th card in my list, but it's position 4. A0 is actually storing the 4 of diamonds.